The best pieces of advice are magical because they get us to where we want to be. You see, in life, there's two types of things. There is the eternal stuff, the stuff that you have to stick with forever. And then there's the fleeting stuff, the stuff that passes by you and you're like, okay, bye. Or you're like, no. So here is the lowdown. Here's the rundown. People, it seems as though life is some sort of eternal thing. Because if it comes to an end, or it is the last thing, then it's not eternal. So my body is very limited, but mine is free to follow the universe, then it's evil, blah blah blah. If it ends or completes, then it's evil. Because evil is live backwards. So, yes, there's the living eternal stuff, which we're going to get to what that is, and then there's the stuff that dies, the stuff that passes on, the stuff that's fleeting, the stuff that you think that's eternal but really isn't. Well, how did you arrive at that belief? After many years of seeking and contemplation, I realized that anything that I can achieve and complete and end is not real. It's not eternal. It's not life. Because if it ends, it's not life. And we know life is eternal. And if it completes, it's an ending. So it's not eternal. Anything that completes or ends or passes by is not you. Anything that passes you by is not you. Don't build attachments to it. Anything that ends or completes is fleeting, and it should not be having an attachment built to it. So life is really about something that is eternal or something that is not eternal, temporary, fleeting. And so I realized deeply that it won't end if it's holy, because life is eternal. Only bad things die. And I realized that you shouldn't seek enlightenment. Don't take any path that is a means to an end. Don't take any path that is a means to an end, because you will be disappointed. There is no end. Holy things don't ever end or complete. The fleeting things that pass through us, such as emotions, which is energy in motion, thoughts that you receive from those energies, and matter you perceive, these things are not who you are. They aren't your own. They belong to nothing. And they belong to the universe at large, not to anybody in particular. And so, so what else did I say? I said, so if it passes away from you, if you lose it, it isn't you. That which passes you by is not you. Don't hold on to this stuff. So there's temporal things appearing as eternal, and there is the best piece of advice I have to offer you. Know the difference between the eternal stuff and the temporal passing stuff, and then don't build any attachments to the passing stuff. See, what you are is your own spirit, and this spirit that you are can think, but it can also experience thoughts. It can think, or it can experience. It can create stuff, or it can receive stuff. Know the difference between that which is it's creating and that which it's receiving. See if there's two types of things only, eternal and passing. Which one do you have to cling to? You have to cling to the eternal stuff. Because if you cling to the passing stuff will pass away. See that? It'll pass away. And when it passes away, what happens is you still have your attachment to it. And the attachments will pass too, but they aren't eternal. Cling to the eternal stuff. The eternal stuff is your own organic thoughts.